guys, for our lesson today, we are going to be following up with 5.10, the button doll extended response. We're going to look at some examples that you guys created. And for the video, I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm going to show you one of the models that had the correct answer, just because in person we're going to be doing a lot of discussion and it's hard to have that discussion with the video. So your assignments for after this video is your home link. Then I want you to watch the Brain Pop video, and then I want you to go on iExcel and work on W1 and get a score of at least 80%. So the Brain Pop video is all about equivalent fractions. One thing that I noticed when I was grading papers is that we are still struggling with the idea of equivalent fractions being equal to each other, the same amount. So I want you to watch the video, and then the iExcel is some more practice with equivalent fractions. So our objective for today is to persevere and think carefully to check and revise the solution to a number story problem. Like I said, it's not going to be as simple for the online students that are watching this video, but we are going to go through and we're going to think about what it is that we need to do for this solution. We're going to skip past this just a little bit. So when we're looking at our work, one of the things that we want to do is make sure that we understand, revising your work doesn't mean that you're wrong, that it's just you've done it all completely wrong. It just means that we're going to look at it in a different way so that we can prepare ourselves and understand it better. So, we're going to learn from mistakes. We're going to make mistakes, and that's completely expected. When we should change our minds about how to solve a problem. You might feel confused, and that's acceptable too. But the big thing is to question and talk to your classmates, and then listen closely to those other ideas. So, like I said, I'm going to skip through some of these, and I want to show you a couple that were done correctly, but I want to explain what they did. Okay, so when I'm looking at this student work, I can see that they drew circles, and I'm guessing that these are the dolls that they drew. So I'm going to put that these are the dolls. And then at the bottom, they drew rectangles for the packages of buttons. And one thing that I can see in here is that like on this one with the purple, there were 8 purple ones, and then they drew like little crosses through them. And so I had talked to you guys in your groups and said how when we cross them off, that means we're using them to create a doll. So I can see that they crossed off 6 in this one, 6 in this one, and then 6 in this third package. So when I look at the bottom with their answer, they said she could buy 3 packages. She should buy 3 packages. And then she said, how many dolls will that make? And they said, it will make 4 dolls. So this is the right answer. Their picture doesn't quite reflect that. And so they crossed off 6 for this doll, 6 for this doll, and then 6 for this doll. The way they got the 4th doll was by looking at the 2 left over here, the 2 left over here, and then the 2 left over here. So with the 2 left over, we're going to make 6 buttons for a 4th doll. So the correct answer is 3 packages will make 4 dolls. All right, here's another example of one that got the correct answer and their picture reflects that. So they did the same thing of making circles for their dolls, and then they put in a button from the package for each doll. So they said, well, that one's going to go here, here, kind of like this. And then they would have made the second doll by using this one and this one, 3, 4, 5, and then let's go 6. For the fourth doll, they would have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then for the last doll, they would have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 buttons to create them. So this was how they solved the problem to find that Tanya's going to buy 3 packages and make 4 dolls. I want to look at another evaluate question that is a 2-step problem. And we got 12% got this correct last time. So we have room to kind of improve. And Geo has 92 baseball cards. He gives 11 to his brother, then divides the remaining cards into 9 equal groups and sells 1 group to a toy store. How many baseball cards does he have left? So this one I will tell you is more than 2 steps. We're actually going to have to do a couple steps, a few steps in this. So as I look at it, I'm going to go through cubes and circle the numbers, 92 baseball cards, 11, and then I see this word 9, and then 1. We have to remember to put in the numbers that are spelled out with words too. So I'm going to go through and underline the question. How many baseball cards does Geo have left? I'm going to box in my math words. So gives makes me think he's going to subtract. Divides, well, that one's pretty easy. He's probably going to divide. I see equal groups, so that's going to help me to know. And then I see cells, makes me think of another subtraction problem. The equal groups is going to be part of multiplication or division, so that's going to help me to know that. And then I need to know how many he had left. So this problem has a lot of really good math words that we're going to use to help us. So I'm going to start from the beginning and evaluate what to do. He has 92 baseball cards, so that's what he starts with. My answer will not be more than 92 because he only has 92. We're looking for how many he has left. So he gives 11 to his brother. I said if he gives, then we're going to subtract 11. So 92 minus 11, 2 minus 1 is 1. 9 minus 1 is 8. So at this point, after he gave them away to his brother, he has 81. The next thing he did is he divides the remaining baseball cards into 9 equal groups. Well, I love that this one used the word divides. So we're going to say 81 divided by 9. If we needed to, we could draw out our 9 groups and split out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and go all the way to 81. For time, I'm just going to say that 81 divided by 9 is 9. So he has 9 in each group. So he has 9 in each group. So there's 9 here, 9 here, 9 here, 9, 9, 9, and 9. But we're not done because he sells one group to the store. So I'm looking at he sells one of these. So he doesn't have 9 groups anymore. He has 8 groups. And then it says how many does he have left? Well, what he has left is all of these. One way that I could look at it is to say 8 groups of 9. So I'm going to do 9 times 8, and that equals 72. So I could solve it that way. Another thing that I could do would be to say, well, I found out that there are 9 in each group, and he gave away a group of 9, so I could say, well, he has 81 left. I could do 81 minus 9, because that's how many's in a group. That's how many he got rid of. And that becomes 72. So I had to do quite a bit of work to get my answer. I've got 1, 2, 3 steps, or I did 1, 2, 3 steps down here. But this is where we need to persevere and go through each part of the problem and really think about it and take our time to solve the problem. All right, I have another one similar to it. Again, it says it's a 2-step problem. I believe it is going to be more than 2 steps. Ignacio has 40 trading cards. He won 15 more trading cards in a contest. He separated all of his trading cards into 5 equal groups. How many trading cards were in each group? So I'm going to go with cubes again, and I'm going to circle my numbers. He has 40 trading cards, 15. He's got 5 equal groups. That's it. How many trading cards were in each group? It's not asking how many cards he has, but how many are in each group. Box in my keywords. So he won 15 more. To me, that tells me I'm going to add. He separated all of them into equal groups. To me, that makes me think divide. If he's separating them into equal groups, I feel like that's going to be divide. And then we're looking at each group again. That's my question. So when I evaluate it, he has 40 cards and he won 15 more. So we said that we're going to add 40 plus 15 is 55. Then he separated all of his trading cards into 5 equal groups. I said because he's separating them into equal groups, we're going to have to divide. 55 divided by 5. And again, I could draw out my 5 circles, and I could count and put them in each circle until I get to 55. 55 divided by 5 is 11. So there were 11 in each group. My answer is 11. All right. I'm going to have you watch the Brain Pop video. Then you have your home link to do. Then the Brain Pop video. Remember to log into Clever. And then finally go to iExcel and work on W1 and reach a SMART score of at least 80.